In a strategic interaction, one choice can be better than another regardless of what opponents do. This is called risk dominance, but the strategy that wins against all opponents may not be the strategy that keeps you alive. Dominance is a property of expected payoffs. Survival is a constraint on wealth dynamics. These are different problems with different solutions. A 2x2 game has two players, each choosing between two strategies. The risk-dominant strategy is the one that maximizes expected payoff when the opponent's choice is uniformly uncertain. It is identified by looking at the payoff matrix and comparing weighted averages. This identifies a preferred strategy under uncertainty about opponents. It does not account for whether the payoffs are compatible with survival. A survival feasibility constraint requires that wealth stays above zero at all times. The feasibility set contains all strategies for which the probability of ruin is below an acceptable threshold. A strategy that maximizes expected payoff may have high variance in outcomes. High variance means some paths cross the barrier. The risk-dominant strategy may lie outside the survival feasibility set. The payoff matrix ranks strategies by expected performance. The wealth trajectory ranks strategies by pathwise behavior. A strategy that ranks first by expected payoff may rank last by survival probability. These two rankings are derived from different mathematical objects. Neither determines the other. The risk-dominant strategy can cause ruin when played repeatedly with finite resources. Each round, payoffs are drawn from a distribution. Some draws are positive, some cross the absorption barrier. The dominant strategy does not protect against these tail events. The expectation is sustained by paths that survive. The barrier ends the paths that do not. The survival feasibility set contains all strategies for which ruin probability is below a chosen threshold. This set is defined by path behavior, not expected payoffs. The risk-dominant strategy may or may not belong to this set. If it does not, it must be replaced by a feasible strategy. Survival feasibility is a binding constraint, not a preference. Risk dominance is an ordinal property of expected payoffs. Survival feasibility is a constraint on wealth paths. These two properties live in different mathematical spaces. A strategy can be risk dominant and survival infeasible. A strategy can be survival feasible and risk dominated. Neither property implies the other. Survival constraints must be imposed as hard constraints before optimizing.